Mm. Hey y'all, see if I actually get anybody watching this time. Yesterday I had like nobody. Well, I think I had 3 people. I had Pugface and Espen, Michael T. Hey, Michael T. Thanks for joining in. Hope everybody's doing well. Sitting outside here for a little bit. Just want to talk and see. I know I have a lot of people here that also are like me. They follow James Freeman and Bao. What do you guys think? So they're back. Talk to me, sweet cheeks. Hey, DIY Debbie. Hey, Espen. So I don't know if you guys just saw or not. Was got my notifications about Bao and James, and so yeah, it looks like it's Bao was put off now till what, March? Debbie? Yeah, March, right? James Freeman was in court. And James, they said, well, tomorrow possibly, right? He's hoping his lawyer could push it to tomorrow, if not next week. Guys, and it was hard to hear, man. Like, even James saying, like, there's nothing we can do to stop these tyrants. Damn. I live up in Canada. Yeah, hey, Espen. So, yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do. And even my criminal lawyer that I have up here in Canada, who's probably one of the best, I think they've said, going to turn that around. Don't want to be doing anything. Hey, Coco, no advertising. But, you know, like, even I've got probably one of the best ones in the Western Canada, and I was talking to him about it, and he's like, you know, they get that judge in their pocket. There's not much they can do. Interference? Really? Like, if you look at the videos, and everybody, I encourage you, go back, look at the videos. James clearly said, you know, they want to get him for interference because one guy was holding the door and they arrested him and he was trying to get out. He was filming, but there's no way he could get out. You know, Bao, well, I think they're just trying to make example of people and hopefully try and stop this shit, but no, man. This Savaggio or whatever the hell his name is. Yeesh. So yeah, guys, this is a really lame video, kind of like what I think most of us do. It's just a video about nothing. It's a live chat about nothing. Oh, I just got back from my physiotherapist. Sorry, guys. For my shoulder, and well, as expected, it's a whole lot of nothing. And maybe one day when it's a little bit warmer, I'll show you guys a video of what's done. So how is everybody doing? Everybody keeping warm? As you can see here, I can show you a bit. I'll turn the camera around. Buckload of snow. Well, not really. It was heavy snow for a while, and then it got starting to melt. There's my old boat and truck beside it. Obviously parked for the year. Ice is frozen, or water's frozen, so we got nothing there. And the truck's gonna sit there until then. And yeah, not good, but Michael T. Well, you know what, actually, I mean, probably kind of hard to see, but it's actually melting a little bit. Today it's, I think, +1 Celsius, which is warmer than what we've had in a hell of a long time. Usually it's minuses. But it is what it is. Guess I could probably show you a little bit more. Very cold. Well, it's cold, Coco, because of snow, right? But it's actually, it's amazing. No, Espen, I'll have to go and check that out. Is that on Johnny 50's channel itself, the tribute? Because, you know, like, people were saying that his wife passed away and this and that, but no one actually ever really confirmed for me. that actually did happen. So, yeah, heart goes out to him. You know, nobody, yeah, hard time. It's a hard time. Heart goes out to him. DIY Debbie made a video of what she died of. Sorry, I didn't see that either. I've been just trying to stay afloat here with my shoulder and the health issues going on. My lawyer trying to recoup what was Ed's type 4. Okay. Yeah, trying to get my lawyer, Ehlers-Danlos. No idea what that is, guys. There's so much about medicine. I almost wish I would have been a doctor. Maybe I'll study up a lot more of this stuff now that I have some time off. My lawyer as well is trying to see if he could recoup what's left of the money, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so guys, it's pretty gross. My daughter has EDS, but not same type, but little shit plan. Oh, little shit pain. What is EDS? Is that like some kind of a neurological? Is it a... But anyways, I'll definitely look that up later. But guys, yeah, I've been just trying to recoup. Next few months are going to be pretty gross for me. Not only did I lose all my money, yes, but yeah, I'll Google it. But it was, it's pretty shitty. Several friends with dislocations, so painful. Plus, oh yeah, love to your daughter, definitely. So excuse me, guys, while I kind of do a bit of a walkthrough of my house. But yeah, so gonna be a tough couple of months until my lawyer can figure out if I'm actually gonna have any money left after my partner what he stole, and I can't build anything right now. Second hip replacement. Damn. Bad gene that makes faulty. Oh, son of a bitch. So it's a painful, drawn out thing, right? And you can only hope and wish for the best for them. But are you coming out, dog, or what? Come on, dog. Go. Yeah, so pretty shitty to hear. And yeah, I'll have to watch some of those videos and see what's going on. Looks like I have a couple of months here to catch up on some things. Maybe make something of this channel. Oh wow, yeah, guys, you know, kind of seems like our blood vessels explode. Oh dang. So basically you could bleed out then, basically is what that boils down to. And that would really suck. Wow. You know, I guess in some ways, I'm going to turn the camera around here, guys. I want you looking at me. So basically it sounds like then, you know, like with my stuff, everything that I have, I'm blessed. Yeah, Espen, you got a spine surgery next year. Oh, my dirty little beater. But yeah, there's my dog. You know, it really sucks, and I'm actually gonna be doing some research on some, you know, some of the new healthier stuff that you can do for a lot of these things, because you know, we're all falling apart. Yeah, you know, you hear about your parents and stuff when you're a young kid. You're like, man, you're so old, you're falling apart, and then here we are a few years later, and we're falling apart. But you know, it is what it is. Like I say, I guess I'm blessed, I'm fortunate, because I know what my ailments are. So can kind of base your life around it, right? You can live your life accordingly and know what your limitations are and that kind of stuff. Not my good humor. That's been, it is what it is, man, right? Oh. Yeah, and as I say, I'm going to try and there's a few people out there, Coco. If you could pass the word around about my channel, try and get some subscribers and a little bit of money put together. I want to start doing a little bit more of these cop audits and that kind of stuff, and go a little bit more way. New fantastic drug. What is that you're on? Yeah, and guys, and so then what I want to do is do a little bit more live streaming and boost up my cell plan here, and go around. I can maybe even show you guys some of the houses that I've built and show you a few things. I'd mentioned to a few people I was actually talking about doing a whole stream on taking recycled material that people want to throw away in the garbage and make some furniture for around your house. I mean, I know it sounds kind of tacky. Me, make some nice floating shelves. You know, we're going to take some pallets, we're going to make some furniture, that kind of stuff that you could either sand and put inside your house or take outside for your patio and for the seasons, for, you know, those that don't have snow. You know, and okay, gotta go for now. Love to y'all. Yeah, hey, Coco, thanks for just stopping in. Appreciate it. Like I say, if we could pass the word around, I want to try and get a little bit more subscribers. This thing was just basically to kind of, like I say, talk with those that I do know that are following Bao and James and see what's going on and let them know. Hey, Coco, take care of you. And don't forget to slap Anakin just for fun, eh? And, oh, good times. But yeah, also... Yeah, but I didn't say that, Coco. I'll delete this. Anybody with Eds or hell or anything good? Low dose naltrexone. Okay. Sounds good. Turn that around again. Here we are. Give you a bit of a side peek of my house. My little abode. And doesn't look big to you guys, but I know a lot of people out there actually don't even have basements in their houses. I got a full basement developed, so it does be well for me and my family. And yeah, so guys, yeah, what's going on? You know, I mean, if we're not going to have anybody, I'm seeing a little bit of conversation there, but not much. Cats M. Hey, Cats M. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, where the men are men and the bear run scared. Yeah, I'd actually like an email that stuff there to DIY Deb. I think you should have my email. And yeah, I'd love to see. Cool. I'm from New Brunswick, Canada. Yeah, have you guys got a big dump out there yet, Kat? I know there was talk of it. Being on the East Coast, it's pretty unpredictable. I'd love to live out there somewhere in, was it Cape Breton or something like that? Right on the East Coast, you know. If I wasn't such a bad person, I'd like to even, you know, go down to like Maine or New York or something like that. Michael T from Vancouver. Woo, woo. Yeah, I actually have a house I own out on South Surrey, right by the, what is it, the 99 that goes out to Blaine. Yeah, it's by the Pig Palace going out into the States there. I got a house out there as well. I was in Vancouver for about 12 years. Well, not Vancouver, but in the greater Vancouver area. I started off in Ladner, bought a condo there. Then we moved out to north, the nicer part of North Surrey. Bought the house in South Surrey for my in-laws. Was in Langley, but I did most of my building in either down at right along the ocean or up in North Vancouver, up in British properties, some nice places out there. Yeah, then I moved back here to Winnipeg because all my family's from here, and moved right when they said that the Olympics was coming to BC. I knew that was time to get out. And Mike T, you're in Aldergrove. Hey, Aldergrove wasn't far from me, right? Living in Langley, I was just off 200th. And what highway is that again? Help me out. I keep wanting to say King George, but I know it's not King George. 200th, and I think was it number 1 there that kind of goes. No, it wasn't the number 1 either. Dang. But there's like a Home Depot and Rona and all that stuff. The Wildwood Crescent area. Nice little area. And, but yeah, I did most of my work out in British properties, Point Grey area. And it was nice. But spending 5.5 hours basically commuting a day, 5 hours. Deb, your video has me checking my pinky finger. Mr. A, if she slapped you, if Coco slapped you, it wasn't me. Hey, Pugface, thanks for joining. Mr. Anakin. Yeah, so you're kind of coming in late, but we were just kind of talking about the whole bullshit that's going on with Bao and James, Freeman and all that shit going on there. I'm trying you guys out on this little selfie stick thing that I bought, and don't really like it. But as I say, I got to try and get some a little bit of money together. I found one of these gimbal type units that's Bao and those guys are using. I found one that's a cheaper version, which I want to try and use. Come here. Yeah, Bao's the only one without a lawyer, and I mean, I kind of understand where he's coming from, because what can a lawyer do for you that you can't do as long as you do your research? But at the end of the day, you know, like James has a lawyer, and he's still in the same boat, you know. Ranger Horse, you think a lawyer can do a lot for you? Like, I mean, I understand, because then the courts kind of know you're serious about the whole thing. Roadhog, hey Roadhog, that you're serious about what's going on, but they should definitely know that you're serious. That's why you're even in there being charged, right? Whatever you do, you're doing is serious. But I mean, so James has a lawyer, and James was even saying there in the last video that he could possibly go to jail tomorrow or next week, right? And then he'll have to post bond and go through the whole thing. So these tyrants are really getting him. Now, my lawyer Brodsky here in Winnipeg, it's the same thing, you know. All they can do is hopefully get you a lesser sentence and lesser conditions, but you're still going to be stuck, right? And Bao chose the path of not having a lawyer, so I don't know, you know. I definitely wish him the best and hope that he doesn't have to do time, and now he's living his life suspended, and that's the bullshit part, right, guys? Because so right now they've wrecked his life. They've got him a record, so he can't get a decent job, right? And now he can't get a decent job. His life's suspended till March, till all this shit sorted out. So, you know, here he's sitting in limbo again. You know, and these guys are going to financially destitute him or just continue to destroy his life, because with a potential charge or a charge pending, he can't do anything, right? Like, he can't get bonded, so it's hard to get a decent job if you can't be bonded because you have a criminal record, right? So what's Bao going to do? I don't know. Maybe we need to just get him a couple 100,000 supporters or something, and he can try and live off the YouTube thing and streaming and that kind of stuff, and hopefully. But in the meantime, yeah, I don't know. Like I say, for me, I'm going to have a couple, 3, 4, well, I'm hoping not. I'm hoping in January at the latest to get back out there and back to work. My shoulder should be good enough that I can at least drive around and lead a team of people. But there again, too, it's going to depend on what's going on. Move to Norway. You know what? That's a whole nother story. My brother, God rest his soul, he passed away in January 1998. 2 days before his 28th birthday. He was a pastor, a minister of the Pentecostal, whatever, part of churches and stuff. And one of his friends, Carl, was living in Oslo, Norway. And he came back to be a part of and speak at my brother's funeral. And I've only ever visited there, and I would love, I mean, absolutely love to move there. I wonder who the real criminals are. Well, I hear you. Oh, hey, Aiden. Yeah, you know what? And that whole story, I've told a few people about it. It was really weird. My brother was diagnosed in September of 1997 with children's leukemia. And being he was in his 20s, his body just couldn't fight it. So we all went home at Christmas time. We had Christmas together, and he was telling us, hey, the doctors are positive. Everything's going to be good. No big worries. January 24th, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, her sister and husband, were coming in from Kelowna, BC to come and visit us, hang out with us. And she'd been sick for a real long time in the morning, my wife, and puking and everything. And I was like, okay, well, listen, your family's coming in a couple hours, and I'm taking you to the doctor. You're going to go have this looked at. You've been doing all this other kind of shit. And, I'm not going to wait hand and foot on them while you're in the bedroom puking. So took her to the doctor, went and got some food and stuff to, because we're having company, and you only ever have enough for just a couple of years. We didn't have any kids at that time. And pick her up. And so I pick her up at the doctor's office. I'd get the groceries and food and stuff, and pick her up in the car and said, so, everything good? And she said, yep. I said, so the doctor figured out what's going on with you finally? She goes, yep, perfect. I said, so before we go home, do we have to stop at the store or at the pharmacy and get you medication or anything for this? And she goes, yep. Okay, great. So it was real one-sided, one answer questions from her, like, yep. Okay, well, did the doctor say how long it's going to take before this goes away? Yep. So, okay, listen, I need more than a yep. What's going on? She says, I'm pregnant. It's going to take 7 months to get rid of this. And I was like, ooh. Light, we got to a red light, put my car in neutral, put the emergency brake on, and I was dancing around outside of the car. Woo, I'm pregnant. My wife's pregnant, going to be daddy. Yeah. That was on January 24th, right? Remember I said that date, January 24th? Next day, we drive out to a local IHOP restaurant, which is common out here, International House of Pancakes, to have brunch with my mother-in-law and father-in-law, and then my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, and my wife and myself. And I get this phone call message on my pager. Back then, I actually had a pager for business. And it's my dad saying, how does the fuck does this thing work? It hangs up. And so I call him back right away. And this is January 25th, Super Bowl Sunday. And 2 days before my brother's birthday, his 28th birthday, my dad says, Jeff, your brother died. You got to come home. Big shock. But, and so the day before, we find out that our oldest from our family is coming in September, and the next day, your brother's dead. So, myself personally, I have a peace with it, right? I believe in a creator, I believe in a God, and I know that my brother's up there. So, as hard as it was, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I still miss him today. But I know he's in a better place. And honestly, being diagnosed in September, passing in January, he suffered, but not long. Right? None of my kids got to meet my brother, obviously, because my oldest one was, well, we only found out about her the day before my brother passed. But yeah, so anyways, I don't even know how he got on that subject. But, so yeah, you know, it's a bit of a rough story, and then life's gone on from there. It's been 20 years, coming on 21 years here now that he's gone. And, but yeah, so I don't know about you guys, Aiden, that's why every day is important. You know what? It is. And, you know, the old sayings, live for today because tomorrow's not guaranteed. You know, tomorrow's not promised. And, firm believer in that too. You know, I lived in a fairly small town, graduated in 1988. Holy shitbag, 30 years ago. And class of 430 people in my high school. And I know probably 60 of them have all passed away since then. And, you know, you got to live for today. That's been true. And take care of your loved ones when you can. Yeah, you got to do your best. You know, you do your best. I have a pretty big family. My mom comes from a family of 11. My dad comes from a family of 7. And then you add their spouses, and then they all had 4 kids, I think, minimum. One had 7. So between cousins and second cousins and everything else, it's big family. I have one sister. We're kind of estranged from each other. There was a real ugly past there. That's a whole nother video to get into. I'm not sure I'm really ready to share that with too many of y'all yet, but there was some history that just didn't bode too well. So she lives here in Winnipeg as well. Yeah, it's a fairly big family, you know, and with a big family, you think, oh, hey, that's awesome, but there's also a lot of fighting and conflict, and, you know, just saw the notification. Hope you all have a blessed and beautiful day. Hey, Dee Dee, you too, hon. Hope it's going well for you. I've just been showing everybody here, and I can show you again too. And I still do plan on doing those 2 live streams. The one is going to take you guys and show you the museum out here, or the light show, the Christmas light show that our Manitoba Hydro puts out. A couple 100,000 Christmas lights. I'll save that one. And then I think tonight I'm actually going to get a second Christmas tree. So maybe we'll go and pick, because I know Dee Dee did one where she went and had, she walked through her backyard and showed everybody the Christmas trees. And yeah, well, here it's not fake snow, Dee Dee. I'll show you in the background. Da-da-da. Oh, dang. You know, I'm going to get rid of that thing. I don't like that. But I can show you in the background. Lots of snow. Lots and lots of snow. But yeah, and I'll show you guys, you know, Christmas trees or trees with snow. Here you go. It is winter. Winter is here. That guy finally got his